politics continues to brew over that incident that has happened in Kerala during Bharat Jodo Yatra. One vegetable vendor was allegedly abused and forced by Congress party workers to pay up. Now, Congress party has tweeted out, Jairam Ramesh has tweeted to say that the two workers have been suspended who threatened the local during the Bharat Jodo Yatra in Kerala. This is what exactly his tweet says. What he says is what I'm going to just read out to you. Kerala Pradesh Congress Committee has been doing crowdfunding for years. Their politics runs on small donations at the grassroots, but this should not have happened. These were clearly fringe elements. That's what Jairam Ramesh is calling these Congress workers. They were clearly fringe elements, and action has been taken. Exemplary action has been taken immediately by the PCC president. So damage control by Jairam Ramesh, by the Congress party. Neetu Raghukumar with me. Neetu, damage control, but is it working on the ground?
Damage control by the Congress party, as KPCC President K. Sudhakaran has tweeted out saying that all these three have been suspended. This should not have happened. This is not the way the Congress is doing things. This is not our culture. So this is the tweet that has been put out by KPCC President, and we saw Jairam Ramesh also reacting on this, saying that we work on crowdfunding and very small amounts, something like this should not have happened. We're doing everything possible on the ground to diffuse this situation. But see, this is becoming an issue more at a national level than what we can see with reactions coming in from the ground. So they're trying everything possible to diffuse this situation.
Right, is the situation diffused or not? Because BJP is not letting go of this opportunity. We have now news coming in after Shahzad Poonawalla and Amit Malviya. Now, Smriti Irani has also targeted the Congress party, tweeting out a video of that vegetable vendor narrating what happened to him. Smriti Irani has, raised the matter. It's a stinging attack on the Congress party. She says those who looted the nation are now looting sabzi walas as well. So Smriti Irani also not letting go of this opportunity to target Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra. She's tweeted that video where the vegetable vendor narrates what happened to him. He alleges that these Congress workers asked him to pay 2,000 rupees. He said he can pay 500, but they abused him. They broke the weighing machine and also abused women customers at his shop. This video was tweeted by Smriti Irani, who said those who looted the notion are now looting sabzi walas as well. Maria Shakila, political editor, on the phone line with me. Maria, Congress party has given it on a platter to the BJP as far as this issue is concerned.
Yes, that's right. It looks like that the BJP will not be going or letting go of this, what is an issue which has come to them. But the larger question is that the BJP has been raising on each and every aspect of this entire yatra. Be it Rahul Gandhi's fancy, expensive T-shirt, to other aspects, even questioning what is the purpose of this yatra. We have seen several back and forth that has happened between the BJP and the Congress with regards to this Bharat Jodo Yatra, which which the BJP says it has to do more with breaking the country, which is essentially Bharat Jodo rather than the Bharat Jodo aspect, which is being highlighted by the Congress party. Right now, the Congress, the MP of Congress party and also the face of Congress leadership, which is Rahul Gandhi, he is presently in Kerala. The yatra moves from Kerala to the state of Karnataka only later. But the larger question that is being raised by the BJP right now is that what is the purpose of this yatra? If people are being forced to sell money, which is being seen as in the form of, chanda, which is collected by political parties, but people being forced to pay more for this yatra and their logistical arrangements. So several aspects of this yatra of Rahul Gandhi has been on the radar of the BJP, in which they have questioned it repeatedly. And now with this new footage coming out, where a shopkeeper has said that he was forced to sell more money by the Congress workers, has put the entire question mark again on what is the real motive behind this yatra of the Congress party.
Right. Mara, do hold on. Let me bring in Tehseen Poonawalla, someone who's seen the Congress party as close quarters. Tehseen, Jairam Ramesh tweet talking about how these two were quote-unquote fringe elements and PCC has acted against them. But the BJP's constant attack, I think the damage has already been done.
Listen, there are 2 or 3 issues about it that needs to be looked at very, very closely. Point number 1, I don't get, the BJP reacting because the BJP are the biggest ghouls in this country. Everywhere the BJP, there's violence. So I don't think the BJP seriously. The most pertinent point is, while the Congress investigates it and has taken prima facie action against these people, these fringe elements, you have to check whether these people are associated with the RSS or the left, and they are the ones doing it on the name of the Congress banner. Because who are these people? Where did they come in? Who authorized them? Were they on the payrolls of the left or the RSS? I think it's very important to see that. So let there be a complete investigation. The truth will come out.
Okay. Mr. R.P. Singh is also with us. But before I come to you, Mr. Singh, Tehseen, I just want to take forward from what you're saying. If these were not Congress workers, why would Jairam Ramesh tweet and say PCC has acted against them?
So again, I'll explain to you. They are fringe Congress workers who obviously, like, the terrorist who got clicked with Amit Shah as a terrorist. And they said it's fringe, or Dhruv Saxena was arrested by night. They said it's fringe. This guy is not clicked with any leader. These guys are obviously, they've got a Congress card. But were they put in to spoil the yatra by the left or the RSS? That has to be investigated.
Right.
When a terrorist can get clicked with Amit Shah, a terrorist who's arrested, then can't this also be possible?
All right. R.P. Singh, is that explanation viable, acceptable?
मुझे हंसी आती है. It's laughable. I mean, what sort of logic? I mean, he's giving. He's thinking that times now is some kangaroo court. He can give some silly logics and then people will swallow that. But fact is that we all know that on name of Congress Jodo Yatra, people are being forced to pay money. This is on record. There are videos on record of the people, the vegetable vendors who have been forced also. So they can keep denying it now, but the truth is out now.
But what Jairam Ramesh has called them is fringe elements and said PCC has acted. So Congress is trying to send the message that these are one-off incidents that have happened, does not really tarnish our fight against inflation, against price rise and against communalism.
Well, the corruption, the way the practices of the system, the corrupt practices start from the top. And when the bosses are corrupt and they have been looting the nation, the workers will do the same.
Okay. Tehseen Purawala, coming back to you, would you concede that this incident has taken the sheen of Bharat Jodo Yatra, the message that the Congress party wanted to convey? Now that will be cast aside and this is what will go into headlines?
Some people who nobody knows, they are not clicked with any leaders, unlike terrorists being clicked by the Home Minister, unlike Mehul Bhai Chokshi in the Prime Minister's house, unlike Nirav Modi being clicked with the Prime Minister, is being attributed to the Congress. Fair point. I accept your point out there. But at least the Congress acted against them, even if they're not Congress members and they're being put in by the left or the RSS. I am asking you, what questions were raised to Amit Shah was being clicked by terrorists? By that extension, I accept your logic. By that extension, is Amit Shah in hand in gloves with the terrorists? No, no. I mean, where are we taking something? 2 people were being asked for 500, 2,000 rupees. They've been taken action against. Have an investigation. What has this got to do with the Bharat Jodo Yatra? How is this associated? And how there are not left people put there or RSS people put there? Can you guarantee me this today? The fact that BJP...
R.P. Singh, the suspicion Tehseen Poonawalla has is that these 2 workers could have been Congress workers, but on the payroll of either the left or the RSS to deliberately malign Rahul Gandhi's yatra.
Then they should wind up Congress. In that case, they should wind up Congress because Rahul Gandhi has also on record said that there are a lot of RSS people within the Congress, and then so he should pack up Congress and then go for his yatra, which he goes every 2 months abroad, and then settle there now. Then it's just the state of the Congress.
Tehseen Poonawalla, even if these were, like you're saying, have a thorough investigation, the fact remains that PCC has acted against them. In the backdrop of this incident, would you say that Congress will have to be more careful about, because the yatra has just begun, there is a long way to go, and there are a number of other states as well that the yatra will traverse through. This is being used by BJP to directly attack Rahul Gandhi since he is the face of the yatra. Congress needs to be more careful.
Look, the BJP is frightened of this 3,500 kilometers plus yatra. This is only the beginning. You see what else BJP does. I'm telling you, I'm making these predictions. All of this I've predicted and I told the leadership, they will do all of this. They'll throw some karyakarta